All right, cool.
What's happening?
Not much. What's going on?
Oh man, I got a lot of stuff going on, but it ain't
For
worth talking
real.
about. Yeah, man. How
Mm,
you doing?
mm. Yeah.
How you doing?
I'll probably get in trouble today
Uh-oh.
on the
Yeah.
subject.
I love a little trouble. Let's get
Huh?
to it.
My
I
thing keep
love a little
flaring up.
trouble.
Yeah. Talk about some serious stuff today.
Uh-oh, what you want to talk about?
Today we want to talk about, is domestic violence month or whatever, right?
Right.
So I was kind of like talking to some people, um, just general, and I kind of heard a pastor was talking about, how in the church. I'm gonna ask you a question. All the times that you done been in church or heard sermons, and from childhood on up, have you ever heard a pastor even mention anything about like domestic violence, sexual uh, assaults, or human trafficking? None of that stuff.
Nah.
None of it.
Especially when I was going to church. They wouldn't talk about none of that.
Exactly. Exactly. And that be the main place where it be starting, where it be happening.
Yeah.
And they have all these type of groups, all these different things about breast cancer. Yeah. And they have stuff about celibacy. They have stuff about how to fix your home with your husband, your kids. But
Oh yeah.
nobody wants to talk about far as abuse going on in your home.
Right. Right.
You know, you're supposed to be obedient. And we talk about the love of God, of course, because God is the one that sustained us to help us through this type of tragic and trauma, but nobody talks about it. I wonder why.
Amen. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on with that church, especially now. Amen. And everybody that's going down with Diddy, you been paying that some attention?
Not really,
Hey,
though.
hey man.
Not really.
it's that's wide open. It's wide open.
Not really. I mean, besides the baby oil stuff that everybody was talking about, I really haven't even been paying
Yeah.
attention to that at all. Period. But it must be more crazy than what it's been, huh?
Yeah, hey man. It just getting started. Hey, Miss India. You can come
Hi.
on here too if you want to come on
Yep,
now.
for real.
I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that they do behind the scenes.
You talking
That
about first church wise, right?
nah, nah.
What?
They were talking about at first. They were talking about he was gonna have TD Jakes go down with him,
Right.
but
I
now they
remember
talking
that.
about it's a lot more preachers
I
that's
love.
into all. Hey man, that
See, the
hey,
thing
it's
about it, people gotta stop putting. They are humans just like everybody else.
right,
Just like
right.
your CEOs, your CFOs, all these executives, people, you got to stop putting them on pedestals, and that way you won't be disappointed.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah, 'cause they got a life just like you got one now.
exactly,
I
exactly.
remember when I was younger, how they used to put the preacher on the pedestal and all that. And I was like, nah, he got to have something else going on. He got to have a life. You know what I mean? Like,
You know he do. You know he do. But I mean, you still, of course, I respect my bishops. I respect my spiritual leaders at hand. But I remember just going back on the situation with me, far as like when I was leaving out my marriage, far as with domestic violence. And I remember, I guess he went to like the preacher, the pastor, and and stated, oh, pleaded his will or whatever.
right,
And it kind of made me just kind of think, because I remember when the pastor came and brought me in the office, they was like, hey, you don't think this could work, go to counseling, and, think, you don't think he go change and all this other stuff. And I asked her one specific question. I said, if your husband was hitting on you and abusing you, would you stay? And of course she said no. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But how would you, if you know this is what's going on in this person's life and they kind of told you what it was, why would you want a person to stay in that?
Right.
When you preach about
Amen.
love and you preach about um being a good Christian and all this other stuff, I mean, you have to face reality.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because I
Hey.
know some pastors where they was getting abused and stuff like that. And of course they going up on the pulpit and preaching a word and doing this stuff like that. It's just like you living a lie.
Right.
You
Right.
living a lie.
Right. And most people are anyway.
True. True.
But they
Definitely.
come outside with some of them stories. I'd be like, man, come on. And I can
Exactly.
see through a lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? So, hey
It's,
man. And
I don't know.
if
I don't
who
know,
you
but that's
trying to
cool.
fool? Because if
Hmm.
you ain't got cool, I said, who are they trying to fool? Because if you haven't lived long enough to be cool with who you really are, hey, it's pretty much sad for you anyway.
Yeah, but again, how you have a how that's that's because appearance means more than reality. You right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah,
I agree. But if you have a congregation of, I would say, I'm just gonna throw a number out there because I don't want nobody to be like, oh, she talk about sister. You have a congregation of 4,000, whatever. You don't think I them 4,000 that somebody, the deacon, the ministers, even just the regular men that's at church going through that stuff, women not, of course, go say anything. We put on these
yeah,
faces, we put on these different
yeah.
hats. You will never know if somebody is doing it unless they come and talk to you about it.
Right, right.
But it just amazes me how even when we celebrate, oh, breast cancer, oh, domestic violence, whatever, the church will support breast cancer 100%.
Oh
But
yeah,
nothing we talk about as far as people being abused, what's going on, the counseling, minister, at least have a minister for them,
right, right.
you know?
That ain't gonna lie to them.
Exactly.
somebody got to speak that truth, man.
You know what? But at the end of the day, it's just like how you helping your people, how you helping women, you
That's
know?
right.
I don't understand. You preach all this stuff for women to be submissive to their husbands and don't cheat, don't do this and don't do that. But yet it's still, are we just clapping, patting the men on the hand or the women on the back and saying, hey, she got to be submissive. That's
No,
her
yeah,
godly duty to do what her husband say.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
he could been on knocked her head off or did something to her, and she got to come to church.
oh yeah,
She got to be up there shouting. She got to be up there, praise because she got to go back home to this food. You
yeah.
know,
Hey,
it's crazy. It's
yeah, and
really
I done heard some stories from some women through the years, and I'd be like, I don't see how that's a turn on. You know what I mean? Like it gotta be something for the man to that turns him on to want to do that. You know what I mean?
again.
I don't see how that's a turn on.
I think most of it is a control thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Most of it is a
It's
control thing, you know. And the sad thing about it, and I'm guilty of it as well, like it starts with just with the mind thing, then it starts with the separation of, your friends and your family, the isolation stuff, and now you by yourself and you don't have nobody but him. Then he in your ear telling you ain't this, ain't nobody gonna want you, this, start looking at the insecurity stuff that you already feeling something about, you know, and then it's just the first hit. No, hey, he ain't gonna do it no more, whatever. And that's just a test run.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's just a test run, you know. And then here come the major stuff. Shoot. By that time, women already done did invested in this person and with them, and it's just, I don't know. I just know for me now, I ain't going for it.
No,
Mm-mm,
I
mm-mm.
could I could never go for it. I don't heard about some women being men and not like no, no.
Look,
If
I
you if
don't
you
heard of
ain't
some
if we
women
ain't
too.
getting along, hey, let me know. I promise you I'll leave. I'm not afraid to leave.
Exactly. I
But
know.
nah, all that beating on somebody or you getting beat on, I can't live like
Yeah, and the sad thing about it is women, it's men too. Like
that. Yeah.
men going through this too. Like they having shelters and stuff calling for men to bring them up out of it. They going through depression and going through stuff because they baby mama, they significant other, hitting them and beating them, stuff. You know,
I can't I really can't see that. You know what I mean? Like
I can't
well
either.
I can't see myself going through that like that. You
And
know
I
what I
didn't
mean?
even heard women say, like, say if that man has kids with somebody else or something, and they be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna let the baby mama get back with him, or I ain't gonna let him go back to her," and you feel like you losing something. It's just like, what are you losing, girl? Mm-mm,
And,
mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm,
well,
mm-mm,
but
mm-mm.
it's becoming more and more that we see it now. Like back in the day, you used to never seen it. Even I knew what was going on, but you never heard anything about it. You damn sure didn't hear nothing about no women beating no men.
Yep.
And I know it was some women back then that could handle some niggas, but hey man, this
Yeah,
shit
you
is
seeing it
crazy.
more now because men trying to make, I don't know what they trying to prove with shooting these women. Look at the lady that was having going to the divorce court, coming from there. And she asked the police because he escort her to her car. He said no. And the man shot her right there.
Yeah, hey man.
It's just senseless. It's just
Yeah.
senseless. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. And these laws, these police officers, they don't care nothing about that. These women have to break their necks just with me working with them, trying for them to get TPO orders and stuff. Like they don't even take the first call seriously. So it's crazy. It's crazy. The calls or the text messages that I get with the women like talking about it is it's sad because first of all, you don't know that person. You don't know how that her husband or boyfriend is, whatever. But all you see is just the messages of what she's saying, as far as what she's going through. So you got to try to get them out safely. You know.
And then a lot of them like to go back to that. Like you called me to come get you, but then when I get you away from that, you run right back to it.
But
Like
they
that never made sense to me.
well, I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't make any sense because they say a woman to go back 7 times to that abuser, 7 times, and that's if by the grace of God that she make it within them 7 times to actually just finally leave. But it takes a woman, and it takes a woman 7 times. They said before she leave. With me, it took me four times. And it starts again, it starts with the mental stuff. It starts with the control stuff. And she start believing those type of stuff. She start seeing maybe he is telling the truth about this. Ain't nobody gonna want me this, especially a woman with with a lot of kids, or she trusting him financially, far as with bills. And I know I had a lady was like, my thing is, can you get where I send you safely? Like, do you have transportation or whatever? She was like, I know he ain't gonna let me get the car, so I'm gonna have to take an Uber. you know. So most of these women taking Ubers because they don't have transportation and stuff. And it's just, it's sad. It's sad. It really is sad. You know. But they go back because some of them come down here by themselves or don't moved out here with him, from a whole nother state. Some of them had kids with them, you know, but 9 out of 10, the most of the stuff that I see or I've seen is just being financially. All their money is tied into this person. You know,
But don't do the shelters? Do they do anything for them?
it depends on which ones. You have some shelters that's transitional to help them. Then you got some that's just temporary, just for them to get where they need to go. And then of course they'll find certain resources for them, but most of them are working. So you want to try to find the ones that's already working. You want to try to at least find them to where they transition into their own home,
Right.
and then they can do that. But some shelters, I mean, like the one that I was working with Atlanta Missions, when you came into that shelter, you had to go first 30 days just for them to see, okay, to see if, hey, you serious about it. You serious about this program for 30 days? After 30 days, we're gonna transfer you over to the sister's house, which is the one where you do all your resources, all your counseling. That's when you start kind of working on yourself then. But you can't work. You have to be there the whole time. You can't work. They want you to work, do these classes and stuff. So the women are looking like, well, how do women go buy things or do stuff? Even though people donate things to the shelter, but it's one thing to get your own money, So you got
Right.
people that's borrowing there, or family members cashing apping them stuff. And it's not until the end of the program that they go out and do like this work source. And then they start finding jobs. Some of them find jobs and just leave right then and there. But yeah, some shelters are, you know, they just there, collecting their funds, So you have to be mindful of where you sending them, because this lady sent me a message and she was like, "You the 98th person that I talked to." But she been shuffling around or been shuffled around, so they get frustrated and they're just like, well, dang, if you can't help my hair, I might well just stay where I'm at. I always just deal with this, you know? So, and some people don't care. They just figure, oh, let me give you this number. You go there, don't follow back and ask, did she make it? Did she do it? How it's going? Some of them don't care. Some of them don't care.
That don't make any sense to me. That's that's crazy.
And it's so many out there. And as you start as being an advocate and you start calling these shelters, they try to get an attitude with you. Oh, I'm gonna need them to call here. Oh, I'm gonna need such. They don't have to give names. They don't have to give certain things to them. That's the thing. Your goal is to just get them away from that situation. The rest of the stuff, when she get there, you could get a name, you could get all the information you need from her. But your main goal that they tell you is to get that person safely away from her abuser or where she at. But when I say it's a lot of them, it's a lot of them.
I mean, you got to have some kind of plan to help somebody. You can't just get away from there. Like, okay, and then what?
And that's the problem, what they keep running to. But when they come to me, the first thing I do is I give them a safety plan. I give them a whole safety escape plan, which is a checklist of everything that you need to have. The first thing I ask you got kids? Because if you got kids, you got to get that stuff that's on that checklist. If it's just you, you're going to have to get these things for yourself. You got to make sure you have your
right,
ID when you go to these shelters. You got to make sure you have this. So before I even talk about a shelter, I'm asking you have kids. Like, what's your situation? Uh, do this plan first, and then come back to me. Because
right,
once you leave, you can't go back to that, or you're not trying to go back to that. You know.
right.
So that's how I operate. I don't even start with sheltering stuff first. I kind of ask them like what area they want to avoid. They'll kind of tell me like where they abuse or something be at, or the family members. But I always start with a safety plan first. Get your stuff
Right.
together. Have your bags together. Go and get the things that
Yeah.
you need, because you're not thinking rationally when you get ready to leave. All you want to do is just leave this situation, you know.
Right.
So I make sure I get them that plan. They get the checking off all the stuff that they need, and when they ready, I have already they stuff together. Who I done contacted, ask for this person, such, because they do
That's
get
a
to run
that's
around.
a lot to deal with.
It
That's a
is. It
lot
is.
to deal with.
And what people don't fail to realize, even since it's been what, since 2000, I want to say 2009, that I dealt with my situation, even with dealing with these women and just listening to them, and it triggers you back, because you know exactly how that person feel. You know how desperate she wants to leave that situation. And once you pretty much give the information, some of them don't call back, some of them don't reach it back out to you. You kind of thinking about like, dang, is she okay? Is that person all right? How, really, you can't call back, because if the person answer the phone, then what? You putting her in danger. So you kind of have to leave it alone and wait to they find a time to call you and stuff. But yeah, it puts you back in that same mode with them. Sometimes I have to kind of step back a little bit, just a little bit, because it be hurtful, hearing
Yeah.
what people and these women going through. It be hurtful.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is because I done heard a lot that women I went through that a lot of them that made it out of it, and we just get to talking about some stuff that what I mean we both done been through, and I be hearing some horror stories. I be like,
Hmm.
man, this is crazy.
Hmm. They
And I
do.
can't see how a man could abuse somebody at the same time and tell them you love them or you crazy about them or whatever. Like that. If I feel like I got abused or something, I'm just gonna get away from you. Like that's the best thing for me. I'm gonna stay away from you because I don't even like feeling like that. You know
I
what I mean? I
know.
don't like feeling like I want to hurt somebody or something like that. I want to come and laugh and we talk shit and
But
all that.
see,
But
but see,
hey,
that's you though. Them men ain't trying to do all that. These men they literally it be a control thing. I'm telling you. And I think some of the times they've seen they fathers or whoever done it before. They seen that all their life.
but I've controlled women by being cool with them. Like I don't know, it ain't never took all that for me. I got to beat you
No.
to show you that. Hey,
But I think it be some insecurity too with these men though, because 9 out of 10
right,
these men that be whooping up on these women or whatever, be abusing these women, they ain't finna do no another man like that.
right.
They ain't finna do that to them. Half of the time they
Uh,
they don't. You
uh,
know, I can only speak about my situation. You
right,
know, but
right.
some men, I don't know, I just know it starts with the separation. And once, and that's the thing, even with like family members, I know they get frustrated with the women because, like you say, they go back, you get somebody and you pull
Oh,
them out and
yeah,
you tell them, hey, don't go back in, and they be like, I ain't going back no more, I'm tired of this, such, you know what I'm saying? Then he get in her ear, I ain't gonna do it no more. I
Yeah, I
promise.
mean,
I'm gonna go
like
to
my mama was
counseling.
like that, but I told her, "Shawty, when you ready to really leave, call me, cause I'm finna come put my life on the line to get
Yeah,
you out of there for you to run back to it. Nah, I'm not finna keep doing that. Like,
I know.
when you
I
really
know.
tired, you really ready to go, yeah, let me know. Cause,
I know.
hey,
When they get in their ear, they be telling, they get in their ear. And then again, it stems again. Even when they leave, it's just like what they gonna do. Sometimes they stay on the couch with a family member. And the family member get tired of them. And what you gonna do?
yeah,
How long you gonna be
if
here?
they, yeah, but if you ain't trying to do nothing, I get tired of you too.
See,
And
that's
if
what
you
I'm
trying to do
saying.
something, yeah, but if you trying to do something, I got you. But if you just want to lay around and keep talking
But
about the
that's a
same thing, like,
mental thing. You got to realize that's a whole mental thing of somebody controlling you. Somebody,
yeah,
if you look a certain way. Have you ever seen these men where the women just be sitting down like in a chair? I've seen it a couple times. Like you have some women just be, it could be at a party, it could be at a family gathering, it could be anywhere. And the women say something or they feel that they done said some out of line, the man to come over there and stand next to her, like stand next to her, like, all right, you got one more time. You know, she already know it's either gonna go down when I go home, or I see how he's coming over here standing next to me. You know what I'm saying? That be part of it too. I'm telling you, it's a mental thing. Like it don't just go away. Even when you out of that situation, it still be a triggering point sometimes for women. Me, I don't deal with the yelling. You got one time to yell and scream at me. Oh, that's a wrap. I'm done. I'm done. Mm-mm. Cause I ain't finna do no screaming and yelling. I ain't finna do all that.
nah,
Cause I already know.
I will say, I will holler at you, man, if you act like you can't hear what I'm saying. But
But you
all
ain't got
that
to
hitting,
holler at them. You could just like, hey, did
nah.
you not
I'm
hear me?
just saying, yeah, that's my thing. Well, I'm gonna make sure you hit me this time because I don't like repeat myself. You know what I mean? I like to say something once, maybe twice, but you ain't got to worry
Me.
about me hitting nothing. Cause and then I always ask you, you understand what I'm saying? Because
See
once
what
you
I'm
tell me,
saying?
yeah,
Look at
I'm
that.
gonna
You
run with it.
understand what I'm saying?
No, I'm just saying, I want to know
You
that
know,
you understand me.
God
Cause
dang.
I can't go for that 2, 3 months later. Well, I ain't understand. Like, man, come on,
But
man. Like,
that's the part of communicating. Cause see me,
yeah,
if I don't understand something, and maybe this through counseling and all the other stuff that I don't learn from, I'll be like, okay, so this is what I'm hearing you say.
yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
know,
So
and that's how
I'm
I
gonna tell you
communicate.
again. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you again exactly what I mean, though. Now you can try to guess or you can think what you want. I'm very open about who I am. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
if we talking about something, I'm gonna break it down to you as simple as I can, and then I'm asking you understand what I'm trying to tell you or whatever. You say yeah, hey man, I'm done with it because I don't know, man.
But
I don't
but
like
supposedly
life
she
is
just
too
saying
simple.
yeah just to say yeah.
Well, that's on her. You know what I mean? But nah, man.
Yeah, I don't do the yelling. I don't do I don't do all that. Cause you already know where they're yelling and they're screaming where it's finna go.
Yeah, and
You
then
already know
I
where it's
want
gonna
my
go.
woman to be able to do as much as she can and to know as much as she can, like, cause I'm not gonna be able to be with you all the time, and
Yeah.
I don't want nobody taking advantage of you. I don't want nobody doing, you know what I mean? Like, I don't get it, man. I really
That's
don't.
why I kind of like even with friends and just even with my own daughter. Like sometimes I be like, "You okay? Mentally, you all right?" Because ultimately they're not gonna talk about it. They're not gonna say nothing about it, But you just like, "You okay mentally? You all right? Everything's going good." I be checking up on my friends,
Oh yeah,
honey.
yeah, yeah.
I be checking up on them because man, People tell you they good. I'm all right. I'm good. I mean, they definitely don't be.
Oh, no.
Definitely.
Uh, But I can most of my real friends I can tell by the way they talk if they
Mm-hmm.
good or not. You know what I mean? Because I know how they are, and they don't
Mm-hmm.
understand that I've been watching them and paying them some attention,
Yeah.
and pretty much as long as we've been friends. So you know what I mean. You can't lie to me or none of that. But if you don't want to tell me, I can't do nothing about that. But
Yeah.
hey, I'm always there. All you gotta do is open your mouth. It's really that
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I know some of my friends, they so private. And it just wait most of the time they'll kind of sometimes just talk about once it's just really, really, really just overwhelmed. And then they'll speak of it or talk about it and stuff. I had a friend today, like she was just merely just in there, just talking to her today. She would just talk about literally just talking to her, just briefly, just regular conversation. She just started tearing up and just started crying real bad, and I just felt so, hurt because people be so stressed out. And I would just let her know, don't let these people, the job, all this stuff be
Oh
stressing you
man,
out,
you
baby. Because
can't.
I'm gonna tell you something. If something happened to you, you gone today, all they gonna do is just replace you.
Yeah, they
That
gonna
you
keep
just
on
a
moving.
number to them. And I was
Hey,
I
man.
was just telling her, I was like, you can't get this stressed out, to where, you really hurting like that. Your health
Right.
is and stuff. I'm like, oh no. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. No, I refuse. I'm not gonna be stressed like that. I'm sorry.
Nah,
I'm not
nah.
finna do that. None whatsoever. Mm-mm. And that goes with any of them. That go to family members. They go to
Oh
anybody.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm not finna do it. Mm-mm.
Hey man, I'm quick to leave a situation. You know what I mean? If it ain't right, hey man, I'm gone. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And if after some time and we talk again and you still like that, hey Pimp, hey, I'm gonna holler at you. It was nice
Yeah, it's,
knowing you. But it ain't it
yeah.
ain't it ain't nothing or nobody worth all that to me. You
Nope.
know what I mean? Like, if I can't get no peace around you and I can't kick it with you and laugh with you, like I don't see what the hell we dealing with each other for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're
I've
right.
been I've been raised to have a good time. I like to kick it, talk shit. I like to, hey man, I don't,
But half
I
of these
don't get it.
people, sometimes you don't even know when you get in these relationships and stuff. You don't really know like mentally how they are until you really just in there.
Oh,
A lot of people ain't healed. A lot of people holding
right.
on old past family traumas and all types of stuff. I've been in a relationship where people just so depressed, like I understand far as with death and certain things that we do get sad when they come up, but oh, I had one just really, really just depressed, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's like nothing. Then you would try to turn around and be like, oh, well, won't you do the balloon stuff, or won't you do this, and they honor, won't you do this stuff? I've had some really now. I'm just like, what your mental state is. I don't want to know about
Yeah,
all really all this stuff. Let me see what your mental state is now first.
right.
Because people, oh, it's some hurting people out here. It's some
Yeah, I
hurting
know it.
people out here.
And
Definitely.
I don't see how they hold on to something like that for so long. Like, and that's I mean, my way might seem crazy to everybody else, but it worked for me. Like when I go through something, I'm gonna take the time to deal with it, and then once it's over, it's over to me. Like, cause
Mm,
I can't get nobody that much time, and you don't mean me no good.
yeah.
You know what I mean? As soon as I find that out, I'm through with you anyway. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna waste a whole lot of time and try to convince you to be a certain way with me or no. Cause see, I watch everybody. Even when you think I'm not watching you, I'm watching you. You know what I mean? And once I
Yeah.
see that the way you done treated other people, you start treating me that way. Oh no, I'm gone.
Hmm.
I don't care
Yeah.
nothing about that.
Yeah. But I again, I don't know why people hold on stuff too, but and then people go to counseling, they don't be open up to these counselors and psychiatrists and all this stuff. Everybody on medicine to kind of calm them down, and then once they done with that, reality again, they want to pop another pill and stuff. A lot of people don't want to face, they don't want to face it, you know. It's a hard pill, but yeah, I had one that was real. I mean, oh my God, every month it was somebody that passed away, and they was sad. Like, I'm talking about literally sad, like as if that person had passed that day. And it's
Nah,
just like, dang, like you got to move past that,
oh yeah,
You got
yeah,
to talk about it. You got to move past. You got to find a way to like move on, like for real.
oh
No.
yeah. I might can do a day and mourn or something like that, but I don't hold on to nothing, man. I really don't.
No.
I man, once I get my feelings out for you that I had, and I realize that you gone, hey man,
But again, that's the reality. People, just like you said, people don't want to face the reality that that person is no longer here. You know. So that I think that plays a part of it as well. You know.
I mean, to me, is they gone to a better place. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like their time here was up. That's all it meant to me. They were here to, if they came into my life, they were here to teach me something, or you know what I mean, something like that. But hey, man, I don't, I
I
can't
know.
like I don't. My mama and I think it's my nephew. My sister has them. Well, they were cremated, and she kept
Mhm.
them. But my dad and my nephew, my other nephew, and my brother,
Mhm.
they right in the same place. And I went to the cemetery a couple of times, but I don't. Hey man, your time was up. Hey man, I appreciate you. I had a conversation with my dad and my brother
Mhm.
before they passed. You know what I mean? Let them know that hey, it's all right, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be all right. They don't need to worry about me.
Right.
I'm gonna be all right. So hey, man, because I understood life at an early age. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? And so a lot of stuff I can deal with, but I don't know, man. I don't know why people can't really bounce back or let it go
I,
or feel like they're in a better place. And you know what I mean? Like, hey, I don't
yeah.
get it.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I told my daughter, I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to the point to where she come to like a grave site or something just she as a reminder, whatever. Look, cremate me, do what you need to do,
Yeah,
and and move on, sprinkle it somewhere, and continue to live your life, you know,
right, right.
because it does be a constant reminder when you have to go to this grave site and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So,
And
but
I believe in their spirit might still be alive, and I can talk to them whenever
hmm
I feel like I need to. I can talk to them anywhere. I can be at the house and talk to them. I don't
yeah.
necessarily have to go to a grave site for to feel like they listening to me now, and I
Yeah, I know me
don't
and my friend, we had went to um our what we call our big sister, whatever, the one that passed. She was in a hit and run accident about a couple months ago. And we end up just going to her house and just kind of like just sitting on her porch, just kind of like just talking or whatever, and working in her garden and different things like that. Because I was telling you got to start doing active stuff. I told her
oh
I'll go
yeah.
with you. If that's what you want to do, you want to go over there to kind of get over it, I'll go with you over there and sit there, or however you want to do. But yeah, with me, I have my moments, when the stuff I want to tell my mom or something I want to say or whatever. Of course, I have my moments and stuff, but again, like you said, you kind of just remember the good stuff and just kind of like
Yeah, yeah,
keep that, motive going on, and
right.
doing positive things to make them proud and stuff like that. But yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I guess everybody handles stuff different. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I ain't never been
But see,
caught
you
up
gotta
in all
realize
that.
you're a comedian. Everybody ain't no comedian.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and it don't matter what's going on with you. I can find something to make you laugh about the same
Mm,
thing that made you cry. And
yeah.
man, cause ain't nothing in life that serious. It's really not. We put too much emphasis on it to make it seem like it's serious, but it
I
ain't
think
nothing
so
like. As
too.
long as I can still breathe
Yeah.
and I can take care of myself, I can handle anything else. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So
Well, I don't know. Yeah. And then yeah.
especially since I done lost my mama, my daddy, and my big brother. Like, hey man, it ain't nothing else that could destroy me. If them three things didn't destroy me, it ain't nothing else that could destroy me. You know what I mean?
I know. I know. That's why I be telling people. I was like, I don't have no mom. I don't have no dad. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you gotta figure it out yourself. You gotta kind of
Yeah,
do it
yeah,
yourself, and that's the stuff I be kind of like trying to teach my daughter because in some ways I think I handicap her or kind of doing things for her and then eventually showing her how to do it. I want her to be to the point to where when I'm not here no more, you'll know how to do these things.
right, right,
And those are the things now I'm kind of be like, okay, you got to do this, you got to do that. This is this. Even in my past, and I'll be like, look, this folder right here, it has everything you need, every single thing, the numbers, insurance, everything. So all you got to do is pull this folder out, and hey, everything is in here lined out to the T on what you need to do.
right.
You
And
know,
hey, you
no
can't
angels in the
call me no
sky.
more. So hey man, you got to figure it out. Like,
Yeah. You
hey,
know, I try to make it as easy as possible,
yeah,
because of course she's the only child, you know,
right.
but I'm just like, yeah. And of course, sometimes she'll be wanting to hear, she'll be like, oh, mama, you ain't going nowhere. But I'm like, look, hey, I don't know, but I'm just letting you know and I'm preparing
Yeah,
you.
I don't.
You know what I'm
It ain't my
saying?
plan to
So
leave
I
her,
ain't
but
trying to leave no time soon,
right,
but I
right,
don't have no control over that, but
right.
again, I was like, look, this folder right here, this is where all the stuff you need right here. Here it is, you know. Even I was even watching what's this show? Have you ever heard it, seen that show, Love After Lockup, where the women
Yeah,
be waiting on the
I've seen
men in
it,
the
but
prison and stuff? And
yeah,
I was just
I don't.
listening, I was just looking at that, and I was just like, oh my God, like these women are really waiting for, like, one lady kind of like waited for this guy for, I want to say 5 years. But she met him like on whatever this little pen pal thing. It wasn't like that was her husband before, and none of that stuff. Like she literally was waiting on him for like 5 to whatever years. And then of course, then you had another one that had been locked up since he was 17 years old. He was locked up for 12 years. And she wanted him to come straight out, just marry her and all this other stuff. And I was just like, how can you expect this man? This man been locked up for 12 years. The world has changed. It has changed. But again, it's the mentality thing. Same thing with
Yeah,
the abuser. It be the same thing. It starts with the mind. Like what they say, that jail
yeah.
talk. Be that
But
jail
my
talk
thing, like
again.
when I did my little jail time, and I wasn't gone for like three months or 3.5 months or something. But
Mm-hmm.
every girlfriend I had, I just told them, "Hey, Shawty, you, you, you can be on your own now. Because when I come back, I don't, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. Like on some real shit, I might go in there and get my shit together and not want to deal with you no more. And I don't want you
True.
sitting around waiting on me, hoping that we're gonna be all this and that when I get out. Like, shout out, I ain't never been to jail before. I don't
Yeah.
know how I'm gonna feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I've always been serious with everybody. Like, I'm gonna
Hmm.
tell you how I feel now. But if you choose to sit around and wait and you hoping this, hey, well, that's on you.
But
But
everybody ain't serious like that though. Everybody
yeah,
ain't upfront. Me, I'm an upfront person.
yeah,
If I ain't
yeah,
feeling something that you said, I'm gonna tell you. Look, I don't like that. You know, I don't know how. This is how I'm taking this situation, or this is how I'm taking that.
no,
You know, I've never been the beat around the bush person. Like,
nah,
no, I can't. I can't be the beat around the bush person. And maybe that's why some people be saying, "Oh, you too hard, or you just this or this." You know, you don't have no compassion
I
or
know what
wisdom.
I want. That's
Yeah.
it. I know what I want, and I know what I can deal with, and what I'm not gonna deal with. Like, hey,
What I'm learning now is to say no to certain stuff. Because I used to be always one like, okay, all right. Now I'm learning like, no,
yeah,
I'm
hey,
good. Thank
yeah,
you. All right. I'm giving the same energy, the same
oh
vibe. I'm
yeah,
learning that. That's a
oh
new one
yeah,
for me. That's a
oh
new
yeah.
one for me. Because I never could be the
Like
one.
I've always been like that. Like I play off how you act towards me. That's how I act
Mm-hmm.
towards you. You know what I mean? You good to me, I'm good to you. If you don't want to deal with me, all you gotta do is say something. Hey,
Yep.
it ain't gonna be no hard feelings. I'm gonna holler at you. Like, but when you tell me that, now you better make sure you being serious because I'm not gonna want to deal with you no more. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
Yeah,
but
ain't no coming back. Ain't no
like,
circling back around
man,
here. Uh-uh.
nah,
Yeah. I'm giving people the same way they give me. I'm
oh
doing the
yeah, yeah,
same exact way.
yeah.
Same exact way.
Yeah.
Same exact.
Especially since I done lived and I see what life is about. Yeah,
For
I
real.
don't try to. I don't really have no dreams and feel like, well, maybe one day I'm gonna meet this. No, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know.
A lot of
You
false
know,
hopes and all that shit, but nah,
us women, I was telling a friend, I was like, man, women, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel so, and I don't, not to say that it doesn't happen to men, but sometimes I just feel so sorry for like us women because we take on so much. Like we take on so much and we hide it. That's the thing. We be so strong and we hide it. We go to work and we put on this thing to do what we need to do at work. And then we got to come home, especially we dealing with some bull crap. You got to go home, be a wife or a girl. Then you got to be a mama. Then if you're dealing with your own stuff, you got to kind of like self deal with that yourself. I mean, it'd be a lot. Women go through a lot.
yeah, y'all do, y'all really
Dang,
do.
like I literally was sad just thinking about especially all the stuff I've been through. I'm just like,
Yeah,
oh my goodness. Like,
yeah, but
dang.
it's almost something to learn. You learn, as long as you learn from it. Hey,
Yeah, definitely.
see, I can go through something one time, but after that, hey, I'm
Mm-mm.
not finna go through nothing twice. Not if it's something bad. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm not finna deal with that again.
Yeah.
I
I
learned my
had to
lesson the
kind of
first time.
I'm to that point now, but in the beginning I wasn't like that. I would go through some one time or whatever, and you're like, okay. Then you end up like the second person that you meet is something going through something, and you're like, but dang. And then eventually, I had to check, like, girl, like you keep getting the same thing over and over again. Like, you need to really kind of like check yourself now. see why you triggering or gravitating to these certain type of people, or what they
Right.
saying and this that. So with me, I had to do a lot of self-searching, a lot of self-loving, and a lot of self-healing. you know
Oh yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I'm good with, I ain't talk to you in a minute. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I just block. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
Hey,
ain't talk to you in a minute. I'm gonna delete that number. I ain't talk to you in a minute
oh
and be
yeah.
done with it.
Hey.
You know,
That's it.
it's
And
so
see,
easy now.
I keep everybody number because I like to know
I
who
block.
calling me. Yeah, I'm
I
saying,
be,
long as I can see you calling, I hit that button to make it stop ringing. I don't care.
look,
Hey,
I block. If I ain't talk to you in about a week, or no, I wouldn't even say a week. I would
I would
say,
say I better start calling you more because this once a week ain't
look,
gonna get it. I see.
not. Oh, I would take that back far as a week. I say a month. We going in the third week, sometimes the fourth week. I'm blocking. Because if you ain't called within that time, it ain't that busy now. Just
Right,
to throw a
right.
hey, how's it going? Oh, I'm just checking on you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm blocking. I'm blocking all day long. And then you get messaged like, oh, I tried to message, but what, do I got the same number?
Hey man,
Yeah.
I ain't had but about three numbers my whole life, three or four numbers. So yeah,
For
nine times
real.
out of 10, I got the same number.
Yeah, I don't change that much on my numbers either.
Nah, I know folks change their number about every 2 weeks. Or every
No,
three
I
weeks. I
can't
be
do
like,
that.
hey,
Mm-mm. No, I've kept my number for a minute, I would say for a good little minute. Yeah,
no,
but look, I'll block it in a minute.
yeah.
Yes, you will. I will block so quick.
I
When
about to
there's
stay on your good side there because I don't want to get blocked.
that's it. Block. Mm-mm. You're like, dang. I know my dog used to be like, dang, you don't like spell nothing. I'm like, mm-mm. Not no more. Not no more. I used to, but not no more. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, you got to be like that though,
Uh-uh.
and you'll eventually once you get tired, yeah, you'll you'll turn into
Mm-hmm.
that.
That's my
Yeah.
way of my boundaries. Because if I keep doing it, oh, and every night, hey, how you doing? What I'm like,
I
bye.
can't do none of that.
You
Like,
know, I just
I'm gonna
like,
give you the
man.
same energy that you give me. I might
And
give
that's
you a
the
little bit
thing.
more,
But people
but
don't
a little
realize
bit.
that. They don't realize that. It's just like, mm. And then get an attitude when you
Oh yeah,
reciprocate just like how they
yeah,
do to
yeah,
you. Cause I'm gonna give
yeah.
you exactly like how you do. Oh, you
Oh
don't come
yeah,
back about 5 more days. Oh, I'm gonna do 5 too.
oh yeah.
Now that's different. Like if I'm in a relationship, that's totally different. But just random people, no, I don't feel no obligations to where I have to answer you, or I have to text back, or I have to do all that. No, especially if we ain't constantly talking on a regular basis. No, or you
Nah.
ain't like my close circle, because my circle, look, it's about 3 of them in
Oh
that little
yeah.
circle. No. I don't have friends like how I used to.
No, man, boy,
Mm-mm.
I've been the most popular person. I've been all that, but now, hey man, I'm good now.
Right.
That three, four people I talk to, hey, I'm good.
That's how I am. That's how I am. If I'm talking on a regular basis, that's a good thing. If
Oh
I
yeah.
ain't, then okay, oh well. All right. I'm gone. All right, see ya. Yeah, shoot. Gone. I be like, oh, and then sometimes I've been on block numbers, they be like text, whatever. I'm like, oh, I got a new phone. I ain't even got this number in here. I done got a new phone.
I,
Who
I,
is this?
I don't use every excuse that anybody can think about. I promise you.
I'm like, I
I'll
just got a new
I'll come up
phone.
with an
Who
excuse in
did
a
they
minute.
pull over? Who is this? Like, who is this? Man, I would do it in a minute. I would do it in a
It was actually
minute.
one of my old friends
Mm-hmm.
text me the other day. I'm like, who is this? Because I guess they got a new number. The number ain't saved in the
Yeah.
phone and that. So they're like, this Felicia. I'm like, Felicia who?
Right.
And
Right.
she wouldn't tell me who she was. Oh, okay, well, shout out. You don't have to tell me. I'm just gonna
Look.
stop talking to you. Cause I don't know.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. And then I ain't too keen be giving them numbers out anyway. Like it'll be certain people that I give my real number to.
Oh yeah.
Other ones, so
Oh,
it don't even matter with that one. You know, it is only a few that has like my real number. And some of the ones they think they have my real number, they ain't got it.
no.
Uh-uh. They, they ain't got it. I just feel like, okay. I'm very particular of who I'm giving my number to.
Oh yeah, you have
Very.
to be down.
You
You have
know,
to be.
man, I ain't got time for the drama and all the little stupidness or whatever. Period. No, no.
What else you want to talk about tonight?
I'm up for anything to talk about. You know, I be on my stuff, be on my little abuse stuff. I be talking about. But I try to throw the good stuff in it too.
Yeah, I
Try
thought you
to
were going through something. No, we go. I need something to talk about. Oh, okay, well, whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about it. But
look.
there's
You know
so
what?
much going on now. Boy,
It is. It
it's crazy.
is. It is like, man, especially with the hurricane that came, and
Hey,
now they talking
man,
about the
that building,
yeah.
hey man, that's crazy, man.
I'm just trying to like, dang, y'all ain't got rid of the smoke yet.
Now, they talking about it might be this weekend before all of it gone. And,
Oh my goodness.
hey,
I said I was gonna ask my nephew if he had to be on that call to that place because he's a firefighter in the cab. I'm just like, honey. Mm-mm. Now that was just too long. That's just too long.
oh
You
yeah.
know, that is just crazy. That is just that's too long. But they don't care. No, they
Nah,
don't be caring about that stuff. If it's smoke, yeah, they ain't in their neighborhood with all the smoke and stuff. You know,
you already see some lawyers already talking about suing and all that. Like,
especially them
man,
store owners. Them hair beauty supply stores and all of that. So they was talking about how much money they was losing from that chemical, smoking
oh
stuff.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
I be suing too. I'll be right
oh
along with them.
yeah, yeah,
I be
yeah.
counting every day that I didn't get no business. I sure would. I'd be right along on the bandwagon too. Definitely. Then you
Hey,
got the
man,
strike going on. I said, Lord,
that shit
like,
crazy, man.
I know. I know. That's why I be telling people, I said it's too much be going on to be miserable and
Oh
sad
yeah,
and unhappy. It's just too much. Too much going
oh,
on.
oh
Sometimes I
yeah.
hate even looking in the news on certain stuff. But you gotta know what's going on pretty much.
Hey, boy, that's why I look
You
at
know
about
what
the
I'm saying?
first
You be
six,
in the
7 minutes of
blind side of
news.
what's going on.
Yeah, I look at about the first 6 or 7 minutes, and then I'm cool there.
Because that's how
I
it was
don't
with
know
me. I was
what
like,
they killing
dang.
that this week. Let me make sure I stay out that area.
Man,
Boy,
look, I stay in my neck of the woods. I don't even too much go nowhere. Besides where I need to go, and that's it. That's
oh
it.
yeah.
You know. Cause too much going on. People got all this road rage, killing folks, shooting folks. I'm just like, it ain't that serious. Like,
Yeah, it's too many folks that move here for me. Like, man, these folks bring all the drama down here, man.
and that's
Like,
what I be telling people. It ain't us.
all right,
It
all
ain't
right.
us that's doing it. It's these people that can't handle all this traffic, can't handle all this certain stuff, and just like you say, they brain, they drama, they all they little stuff down here. That's exactly what it is. You know,
Boy, this
traffic
one
is
turned
just
into little LA. So boy, it's just so much traffic out here. But it ain't as bad as LA, but hey, this
look. I don't
traffic
even
and
try to get
all
on.
this, man, like I'm glad I know the back street. Boy, I be
Exactly. That's what I said. I be
half
like,
of the
ooh,
time I don't even get on the highway no more. They be like, man, how you know this way, Pimp? I've been staying here all my life.
yeah, I don't do
I
highways
pretty much
either.
know. Nah, man.
I don't do
Not,
highways
not,
unless
not
I
unless
really, really
I'm
just have
going. I'm not going too far. You know what I mean? I
to.
know the
Yeah,
crib will be there, and then it depends on what time of day it is too. Cause
yeah.
hey man,
Oh, that morning you might well forget it unless it's early, early.
and anytime after about 3:30,
Oh,
4 o'clock. Oh yeah,
who you
it's
go
gonna
at
be
at
messed up.
3:30?
No, I'm saying it's gonna be messed up to
Oh
about
yeah,
seven
that's what I'm
o'clock,
gonna say.
seven
Anything
thirty.
like 3:30, might as well forget it.
Hey,
You got to go something
uh,
like, and even like 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, it still be packed.
oh
I'm
yeah,
like, what
oh
is y'all doing? Where y'all
yeah,
going? Like once I'm in the house, that's it. That's a wrap.
oh
You
yeah.
might as well just
And I like to get out first thing in the morning. I like to get out early in the morning.
yeah, yeah.
And
I don't
while I'm
pretend.
out, I'm gonna go do everything I got to do. My whole day usually be complete by 12, 1 o'clock, unless I'm waiting on somebody else. But hey man, I go get my stuff done while that traffic done. Everybody done went to work and all that. Hey,
Yeah. And then
boy,
you
by
got
the
a lot of
time they
people
get
working
off,
from home too.
yeah, yeah,
And so, but yeah, I once I'm in the house, that's a wrap. I be telling like
oh yeah,
playing something while I'm out, while I'm ready to go out. Cause once I'm in, that's it. That's
oh
it.
yeah,
I'm content to be at home. I
oh
really
yeah,
am. You know.
yeah,
Again, like how, like I said, if you don't plan it while I'm out, that's a wrap. I'm
oh
done.
yeah.
I still got to try to get this kickball team together. I started trying to bring these folks together, try to bring the team. You know, people be talking all this. Oh, we gonna do it. That sounds so good to do. I'm like, God, yeah.
Amen.
Look, I gotta try to get it together. Try to do it. Try to do it. They'll be telling me it don't have to be serious. You know,
Yeah,
we ain't
yeah.
out there trying to be killing nobody with it. It's fun.
Yeah.
So I gotta try to figure
Long as,
out. I
long as
gotta
we win, I'm cool.
see. That's what I'm talking about. We ain't talking about it. See. We not
We
talking
got to
about win
win
on this.
now.
This ain't no win or lose game. This
Yeah, it's
this
gonna
just
be a
a
win
fun
lose
game.
game now.
This
I
is
mean, it
not
can
a
still be
win or
fun.
lose
We
game.
can get out there and have just as much fun as you want to, but we got to score the ball, bro.
No, this is a fun game. Like, oh, breast cancer won. Oh no, DV won. No,
You don't
no.
pick the date yet.
Huh?
You don't pick your date. What day
To
y'all
do
gonna
it?
do it? Yeah.
No, but I want to do it like towards the end. Like the end of the month when you kind of closing out on everything. So I want to kind of try to
Okay.
do it like the end of the month of October. As everybody now kind of getting ready for their walks and runs and all this other stuff, you know. So I want to do it like towards the end. But I'm gonna try to see. But it was Ashley who I was talking about. You remember Ashley that used to be on our team? You remember Ashley?
If I see a picture, I'm sure I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
I
have to
will.
show you Ashley, but she was on our team originally on our team, and that's who I had did the little kickball game with. And I thought I was just out there watching her, but she still like her. She still be out there doing. I'm like, girl, bye. And when I told her, I was like, look, we gonna put something together for that. She was like, okay, okay. So Ashley, if you seeing this, I'm gonna be hitting you up because I'm gonna remind you that we finna do this game.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit her up with it. But she had a good little team though. You know, they play kickball.
Oh
I think
yeah.
they still
Yeah.
like do it on a regular. You
Right.
know,
Right.
but it was kind of cool. It was all right though. I forgot
Now, if
everything.
y'all need some food, y'all gotta have me out there to cook that food.
We got you. Definitely. We know we got you, but I'm gonna be trying to put it together though. I'm gonna be telling her get her team together. Kind of like let's try to do it and you know do it right quick because she had enough people that had two teams, so two sides. So it was a bunch of people out there.
Oh yeah. People that like everybody they gonna support them free kickball games and hey they'll get out there and support that.
And those awareness, everybody go
Yeah.
support their awareness, man. They
Oh
definitely
yeah.
go do it. But what kills me is after the so-called awareness, after everybody pump everything up in October, we did do that, then it just stopped. It's just like
Oh
everything
yeah.
started, just like, okay, we done with it. No, you got to keep it going on.
Yeah.
You got to keep doing it, you know. Keep doing this stuff, making it aware, let people know. But I think breast cancer pretty much kind of locked down. Like everybody has something when it comes to breast cancer versus, with domestic violence and stuff. They gonna have the breast cancer stuff in the church. They gonna be wearing that pink. They gonna be having signs up. They gonna be having all that stuff that we have
Oh yeah.
to show it. But you ain't gonna see them with that purple. That's a wrap. You ain't gonna see none of that.
They
None
trying
of
to wait on you to put something out there. They waiting on you to do it. Take
Look,
over.
I've already put my stuff in. Trust me. Trust me. And look, I'm loud up in there. That was the
Oh
first
yeah.
thing I said. Like, where your group at? Look, I'm working behind the scenes on that. I'm just waiting on it. Trust me. Trust me.
Yeah. That'll be another good kickball tournament. You know what I mean? Have some
What?
supporting the domestic violence and all that. Like that'll be a good thing to have some kickball about. You know
I
what I
know.
mean?
I'm trying to get it to bring one of them be breast cancer and the other one be domestic violence. So now,
Mm.
one side had a pink and the other had a purple. So
Yeah. That'll be fine.
I'm gonna be getting it together. I'm gonna try. You taught me something. And I
Oh
remember
yeah.
living something.
You know, man, I still can help you put it together. That
I
ain't no
know,
problem.
man, for real.
That ain't no problem. So
I know. I know. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna
we're
get
gonna
it together. I'm gonna start working on it. I'm gonna start getting it
oh,
together.
okay.
Definitely.
We done had a good time tonight. Done had a
I
good
know.
conversation. You know what I
Definitely.
mean?
Definitely.
And
Definitely.
let the people know where you be at, how to get in touch with you in case they getting beat up.
I know. No, don't say that.
No, I'm
If
just
you are
they
in
know
an
they
abusive relationship and you're
yeah.
ready to get out of it, whether it's sex, human trafficking, know somebody, domestic violence, resources. I even found a resource of where a person, if they need a car, they got a car that they'll give away. You just have to have the funds to pay for like your title, your insurance, and the taxes on the car. I found that today.
I need to get that.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to show it to give you the link so you can put it out there. And people need it, but of course it has to be serious people that really need a vehicle, whatever. But you can go to my website, awaken AWAKEN voices.com, or you can just hit me up at awakenvoicesdv@gmail.com, and I will
Hey
be
man.
happy to serve you.
Hey, it's been a hell of a night, been a great night. It's a
No.
great conversation.
Yes, definitely.
Hey man.
Definitely. I enjoyed it as always.
Oh yeah. And we appreciate y'all good people.
Yes,
And we
yes,
will
yes.
be back next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. And y'all give us some subjects to talk about. I'm
And
DV a lot of times.
anything y'all want to talk about, y'all just send us a message
Yeah,
or
let us know what you want to talk about.
hey, we'll do it.
We ain't scared.
Never.